13 best places to hire a virtual assistant by continent. The 4-hour work week told you to hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines or India for $200 per month. Just outsource everything, live on a beach, sip margaritas while your VA handles your inbox. That's not a reality anymore. In this video, I'm going to show you why it's so hard to find a good talent in those traditional markets, and more importantly, I'm going to share 13 countries where smart businesses are actually hiring from right now, places most people don't even know exist. At HireUA, we help businesses gain an unfair advantage by hiring in these overlooked markets, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly where to look. So what happened? Why isn't the 4-hour workweek playbook working anymore? 3 things. 1. Inflation. That $200 a month VA, they don't exist at this price anymore, at least not the good ones. COVID turbocharged remote work globally. Everyone realized they could hire overseas. Demand exploded, prices went up. A decent VA in the Philippines used to be $3 to $5 per hour, and now try $8-12 for anyone halfway competent, and if they're actually good, they're already working for someone else. 2. The market got flooded. When Tim Ferriss told the world to hire from the Philippines, the entire world listened. Now you're competing with every other entrepreneur, agency, and SaaS company on the planet for the same talent pool. You post a job, you will get roughly 768 applicants in about 12 hours, and you will not even know where to start. Sounds great, yeah, until you realize that 741 of them are unqualified. And now you've got to spend 20 hours searching through the noise just to find the 27 that may be decent. 3. English is official, which is actually a problem. Here is the counterintuitive part. In countries where English is an official language, everyone applies. Even people who aren't great, even people with no businesses applying, because the barrier to entry is low. But in countries where English is less common, places like Argentina, Serbia, or Mexico, only the truly skilled and motivated candidates even bother. They had to work harder to learn the language. They are more intentional, they stand out. The talent pool is less diluted, which means you spend less time vetting and more time hiring. So here's the strategy. Stop fishing in the most crowded pond of the planet and start looking in places where talent is just as good, sometimes better, and way easier to find. I'm going to break this down by continent, starting with Latin America, then Europe, and then Caucasus. Let's dive in. And look, if you're thinking, I don't have time to figure out which country is right for me, that's literally what we do at HireUA. We've hired across all 13 of these countries, and we know what to look for in each market. You don't have to guess. Check us out at hireua.com, links in the description. Let's start with Latin America. This is where some of the best arbitrage opportunities are happening right now, and most people have no idea. Argentina. Argentina is having an inflation crisis right now. And I'm not talking about prices went up 10% this year. I'm talking about grocery prices changing day to day. What does it mean for you? It means that talented, educated professionals are desperate for any kind of currency stability. You can hire senior level talent for mid-level prices, and they will be grateful for the opportunity. People who used to work for Argentinian agencies or local companies are now looking for remote work in USD or Euro because their local currency is collapsing. If you're looking for cost arbitrage without sacrificing quality, Argentina is one of the best places right now. Venezuela. Venezuela is like Argentina on steroids. This used to be one of the wealthiest countries in Latin America, and now the economy has completely collapsed. But here's the thing, the talent didn't disappear. You've got people who were engineers, lawyers, marketers, designers, now working remotely for Western wages that feel life-changing for them. They are highly educated professionals who've survived one of the most brutal economic collapses in modern history. If they can handle that, they can handle your workload. And they are incredibly motivated, because remote work isn't just a job, it's a lifeline. Mexico. Mexico has 3 massive advantages. 1. Time zone. If you're US based, you're in the same time zone or 1 hour off. That means real-time collaboration, morning stand-ups, Slack syncs, and no waiting 12 hours for a reply. 2. Cultural proximity. Mexicans understand American business culture. You don't have to explain idioms, humor, or work norms. They already get it. 3. Proximity. If you ever need someone in person, you can fly to Mexico City in 2 or 3 hours. Compare that to flying to Manila. Plus, Mexico has a growing remote work infrastructure, co-working places, reliable internet, the whole setup. If you want someone who feels like a part of your team without communication lag, Mexico is a great option. Brazil. Brazil is the largest economy in Latin America. It's a creative powerhouse, especially for design, video editing, and content creation. The tech scene in São Paulo is world-class, but you can also find affordable talent outside the major metros. One thing to note, Brazil speaks Portuguese, not Spanish. But most dedicated professionals speak English well, especially if they are working remotely. Time zone advantages for East Coast US, you are only 1-3 hours off depending on the region. If you're looking for creative talent or technical skills in a market that's big enough to have real depth, Brazil's worth considering. Now let's talk about Europe. And no, I'm not talking about hiring someone in London or Berlin. I'm talking about the Balkans, the region most Western companies have never heard of. The Balkans: Macedonia, Bosnia, Kosovo, Serbia, Moldova. These countries are overlooked by 99% of businesses, and that's exactly why they're such a good opportunity. You've got strong education systems left over from the Soviet era's emphasis on STEM, combined with a Western-facing business culture. English proficiency is solid among the younger generation. They grew up watching American movies, playing American video games, consuming Western media. They have a European work ethic without Western European prices. And because most companies don't ever think to hire here, the talent pool is wide open. You are not competing with 10,000 other job posts. You post a role, you will get 30, 50 qualified applicants, and most of them will actually be good. Serbia. Serbia deserves its own mention. Great talent, affordable, strong work ethic. One note, if you're an American company and you're a prominent Bill or Hillary Clinton supporter, you might want to see this one out. For everyone else, you'll be just fine. Ukraine. This is where we got our roots, and despite everything that is happening there right now, the talent is still world-class. Ukrainians are resilient, hardworking, and highly educated, especially in tech, design, and operations. The war has displaced a lot of people, but many of them are still working remotely and eager for stability. As we've expanded into other markets, we still have deep connections here, and we are proud to keep working with Ukrainian talent. If you're looking for someone who's been through hell and kept going, this is where you'll find them. Finally, let's talk about the Caucasus, Georgia and Armenia. These are two countries most American companies has never even considered. And honestly, that's a shame, because the talent here is strong, especially in tech and engineering. The catch? Time zones. If you are US-based and you need someone available for live calls during your 9 to 5, this probably won't work. But if you're async or if you are based in Europe, this is a goldmine. The time zone overlap with Europe is perfect. And because most American companies don't think to hire here, there is way less competition. You're not fighting for talent, you're finding it. If your business runs on async communication, or if you're Europe-based and looking for affordable talent in your time zone, Georgia and Armenia are worth a serious look. So here's the deal. We just covered 13 countries. Most businesses are still stuck hiring from the same 2 places and wondering why it's so hard. You don't have to do this. At HireUA, we've hired across all of those markets. We know what to look for in Argentina versus Serbia versus Mexico. We know how to vet for quality, not just volume. And we can match you with the right person in the right market, so you're not spending weeks sorting through 768 unqualified applicants. If you're ready to stop wasting time and start hiring smarter, go to hireua.com. We'll handle the hard part, you just focus on running your business. If this helped, give it a like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below about what country you are hiring from next, or where you are curious about that we didn't cover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.